See? I'm SSL. There you go. Okay. Alright, your cheat's good. Okay, so you just have to be more decisive here, going up the wall, right? You get the boost. You can very clearly beat him to this ball if you want to. You just have to decide right away, are you going to try to beat him and or get a 50, or are you going to turn and leave? Because you just waiting here on the wall, not using your boost, allows him to boom it over you, which leaves your net open. Regardless, you're able to get back, save it, that's good. Solid. Waiting, not using boost here behind your teammate is good. You should try to go and read this. That's good. I don't have anything to say about the shot itself. Yes, it was a bad shot, but like you just put the hours in the game, you put the time in, you'll be hitting those all day at top corner. That's just a matter of putting more hours in the game. Okay, trying to take the 50 there is good. It ends up going to your teammate. Now you can grab pads and go behind him. This is all good. You're still covering your net here and not using boost. Solid. Okay, it's a good 50 opportunity. You probably should just be more aware here. Maybe like right at this point before you take the 50 or a little bit before this. You should be aware of where this guy's going. You need to know how close he is. You need to know if he went for corner boost. So just like flick your camera to the right and see how close he is, and then you can determine after you take this 50, or even if you want to take the 50 at all, but after you take this 50, how soon he's going to be able to follow it up. Because now you're beat. Okay, you should use all your boost here. Once you're very clearly out of the play. Okay, you do use all your boost. It didn't show up right, I swear. Anyway. Okay, your teammate misses, so you control. That's good. Take a good 50. Nice. Make sure you don't die is good. Try to cut and flick is good. Opponent's trolling on the crossbar. Nice. It was a decent aerial. Like, you can just beat him here, right? You could hit it to the backboard here. That'd probably be a better play. Because you'll just hit it over him and hit it to the backboard and then maybe be able to double tap. Faking him is also a decent option, but only if you get the reset. Just doing this just gives it to the second player. This is a GC1 2's match. All right. Yes, you're grabbing pads, but once you see your teammate is 50ing right away, you need to turn and be ready to follow it instantly. You're a little far back here. And now because of that, you can't challenge right away off your teammate's challenge. You end up stalling and taking a 50 though, which ends up being good. But overall, in twos, once your teammate goes, like there's only one teammate. So once first man goes, second man should be looking to challenge and take the ball away from the opponents almost instantly. Okay. Trying to get a kill there isn't a bad play. Now you need to get behind your teammate. Make sure you grab as many pads as you can. That's good. Okay, you just wait for him here behind your teammate. That's good. He misses. You should control. Nice. Very good play. Very good flick. You seem like a very smart player to me, which is good. Half the battle's already done. Nice. You don't necessarily need to give this away, right? So once you see him going for the boost, yes, he might turn and challenge you, but you don't necessarily need to give it away right away. You could just roll it into him and take a good 50, and it ends up going in their corner. Or like anything that just doesn't end up giving them the ball, right? As well as you possibly can control. You could also maybe just hit it around him to the wall and then follow it up off the wall. Or just roll it to the wall. Anything like that could have worked. I'm not sure how the opponents would have reacted in this case, but that 50 is not bad. I might not have gone for it just because you see how close your teammate is, right? He's at the mid boost. Yes, you might beat him, but if you're not beating him, it just doesn't leave you in a great spot. So you probably should just turn and wait back there. Wait until your teammate can get behind you and then go. Nice. Good follow as well. Now you grab the boost and go challenge. That's good. If you're gonna go up this far, you should challenge, right? Once he's able to hit it over you, you probably should just stop boosting and turn around. There's no point in diving at it in their corner, right? So like once you're like here, you see he's baiting you to the ball, right? You can just turn around and go down the wall, go back behind your teammate, anything like that. This doing all that just makes your recovery slower. Nice. Good read, good shot, good finish. You could try to just shoot this. Nice. Not a bad play. If you're gonna go for the double tap though, you gotta not be so fast, right? You gotta not hit the ball so fast from that tight of an angle, right? But once again, that's just hours in practice and double taps. Trying to beat him there isn't awful. I might have faked him and gone for a 50 instead. Once you see he's behind the ball, right, you can just slow down and take the 50, or you can just try to fake him entirely. Nice. Okay, this wasn't the best play just because you're giving the ball away. Yes, there is a guy behind you, so it's good that you're not getting demoed by him, right? But you could still just turn to the left slightly and maybe catch the ball flick instantly. Checking reverse cam here could help you know exactly how far away he is. Here, let me see. Right, because he's still at mid boost, right? You still have time here, right? He wouldn't be to you until like maybe a second before this. So that gives you time to catch and flick, or maybe just catch and like jump, single jump or double jump past him, instead of just passing the ball to the other guy. You need to touch this back. Nice. Not the greatest touch. I personally just wouldn't have jumped so soon. You don't need to jump soon because he's not killing you. There's no point in jumping. Instead drive into the ball and roll it to the backboard, because now it's gonna bounce out and you're gonna have to get another touch. Whereas instead you could have just rolled it up the wall on the backboard, grabbed the boost and gone for an aerial play, maybe cleared it away, anything like that. Jumping for this isn't bad since he's close. You don't necessarily have to go there. Your teammate's still rotating back and needs to grab boost, right? You see him on the wall. So you could just kind of just sit here, right? You just sit here and wait for him to come to you instead of diving at it. But regardless, he sucks, so it works out. And I think your teammate scores. Nice. It's a good play. Very bad kickoff. Holy. I think you just messed up your flip, though, which happens to everybody. I'm sure you already knew you messed up your kickoff there. Nice. Good demo. It's really good to just drive through the ball there since he's probably 50ing you. Waiting mid, not using your boost. All of these are good things. Every time you do this, it warms my soul. You could have dove here if you wanted to. It wasn't, you could 50 him right here. You just have to start boosting. Maybe like a second before that. But not going is definitely an option, right? Right here, you could just dive at the ball and 50 him, get a good 50, maybe score off it. But not going is also totally okay. Nice, and then you're able to get the ball. Not the best play, but comes with time. Your first touch could have been better. That's all I'll say about this, right? Once he gives you the ball, you could just fake him. You could not hit it at all, roll it into your right corner, or you just need to cut it sharper, right? You need to take a wider turn. Here, how do I explain this? So after he rolls it at you, instead of just turning into the ball instantly, he's not getting back to this ball. He still needs to finish this flip. You could just take a wider turn, like this way, right? Just slightly wider, and then cut it inside right before he would demo you. But instead now your touch is just to their corner. You're up a little far here. I don't mind it because your teammate has a good play, but you just have to keep in mind that you are up a little bit far here. Nice, a really good touch around him to the wall. Hitting it down like this, you have to be close to the ball, right? If you're not close to the ball as you hit it down, he's just going to insta-chow. You could just leave it on the wall, roll it slowly up the wall more. You could air dribble, even though you only have 50 boost. Just anything that doesn't hit it so far away from your car like this that it allows him to challenge and dunk you. Okay, you grab the pads, you go here, you need to go, nice. It's a really good challenge because you saw him miss the reset, or fail the second touch at least. Bad 50 to be taking. Really bad 50 to be taking. You could just turn here, you could half flip and just go on the wall. You don't need to challenge this at all. There's no threat to you, and now you take the 50 off your corner, leaving your teammate in a bad spot. Yes, he probably should be further back here, giving him a free clear. But you can't control that, so you should work on what you can control and just wait on the wall, you know? Your kickoffs are good. I will say that. Overall. Nice. Good job taking the 50. Now you need to try to save this as well. Great saves. Really great saves. You probably should just be grabbing more pads here. You can grab this one. You can grab that one after he misses it. I'd just go over it just in case. You have time to grab pads, right? So you need to be prioritizing that. Your teammate's just giving the ball away for free. So if you're grabbing pads, you have a much more likelihood chance of defending this while he's in their corner trolling. If you have like 50 boost instead of 28. You could also just insta-chow here. Normally, I would not recommend insta-chowing, but your teammate trolled, giving them the ball. He's in their corner doing nothing, and there's 15 seconds left, right? Realistically, they're probably just going to demo you and then roll it in. So I would not mind just like hovering and then insta-challenging as soon as you can. Normally, that's a terrible play, but in this case, he gives you the ball anyway, and you make a great save, and your teammate covers. That's good. You die. Overall, not terrible. Nice. And it's just down. There you go. I think overall, you played really solid. I think you play like this, fix up a couple mistakes, and you'll be GC3 pretty quickly.